How to create custom social sharing buttons from scratch. In this video, I will show you how to create custom social sharing buttons from scratch. Specifically, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, email, and Pinterest. For Pinterest, we need a custom domain since it will not work if you open it in an HTML document. For this example, I used localhost. More of this later. Now, let's get started. Let's create an unordered list to wrap up all our social sharing buttons. Add the CSS classes social buttons wrapper and sharing buttons. Each list is a social sharing button. Let's create one for each one. Add a class of social item. This class will be the common class for each list. Next, add the specific CSS class. For this one, let's start with Facebook. Inside the list, let's add the anchor link. Add the title tag with a value. Next, create a span element. This element will hold our Facebook icon. We will use an SVG image here. Open another span element. This will hold the actual SVG image. To get the SVG image, let's use Font Awesome. Go to Font Awesome and search for the icon. Before that, let's make a copy of the list markup for our other social sharing buttons. Now, let's go back to Font Awesome. Copy the SVG code and paste it inside. Let's add a comment after each list element so it is clear. Now, let's add the CSS. Remove the list style and padding for the UL wrapper element. On the same element, let's also add a position fixed to the left. Temporarily, add a border to see where the element is. Add a height for the icon. Set the anchor tag to display inline block. Add padding for spacing. For the SVG image, add a width and height of 15 pixels. For Facebook, add a background color. To change the color of the SVG, add the fill property and the color value. Now, let's remove the red border. Let's align the SVG center in the container. Change the opacity on hover. Add transition to make it smoother. Next, let's add the Facebook sharing function. On the anchor tag, add the attribute onClick. Inside, add window. Then, the open method and return false. Inside the open method, the first parameter is the URL. I have the Facebook sharer URL, so I will copy and paste it inside. Make sure to add it inside a single quote. Let's add a new parameter for this link. Start by adding a question mark and a U for the URL. For this example, let's add google.com. Add an ampersand for the following parameter key and value. The T is the text. For this example, let's add Hello Google. As you notice, we're adding custom text. In part 2 of this tutorial, we will make it dynamic. So whatever the text on the website automatically adds here and the URL. Add a comma and add share window for the following parameter. And finally, the width and height. Let's open the Chrome browser. As you notice, we have the URL correct, but it doesn't add the text. Next, let's create a Twitter sharing button. The same process as the Facebook element, I'm just going to replace the Facebook instances. Now, let's add the Twitter SVG. Search for Twitter and copy the SVG code. Change the Twitter button background color. On the anchor element, add the onClick attribute. Copy and add the sharing link. Complete the sharing link. Let's start adding the tweet slug and then our parameters. The first key is text. Let's add "this is a text" as an example. The following key is the URL. Add google.com. Add share window for the following open parameter and width and height for the last one. Finally, add return false. Let's test this on the Chrome browser. Next, let's create LinkedIn. Replace Facebook instances with LinkedIn. Search and copy the SVG code. Let's change the LinkedIn background color. Add an on-click attribute. For the sharing link, add the LinkedIn URL. Then append share article. Next, add the question mark to add the parameters. For the URL, let's add google.com. Add an ampersand for the next parameter, summary. For the last parameter, mini, add a value of true. For the second open method parameter, add share window. Then the last will be the width and height. And finally, add return false. Let's try this on the Chrome browser. Something went wrong. Let's go back and check our links. Update the $sign to ampersand. Finally, it's working correctly. Now, let's create the email button. Replace the instances with email and add the email icon. Change the email button background color. For the Send to Email button, we will not be using the onClick attribute. Instead, use the href. Inside the href, add a mail to. Append with a question mark for the subject and the body text. Let's add custom text value for this example. Finally, let's create a social sharing button for Pinterest. I will copy the same markup. Change the email instances to Pinterest. Remove unnecessary attributes. Remove the SVG and add the Pinterest one. Change the background color. Let's change the anchor tag to a button element. Add an ID. Remove the border from the button. Open a script tag. Create a new variable targeting the Pinterest button. Add an onClick event for this button. When somebody clicks, it will create a script element with a type, charset, and src attribute. The src attribute links to the Pinterest JS asset. The onClick event function will add a script element inside the body tag. The Pinterest button doesn't work by opening the HTML document, so we add this to a localhost site with a custom domain. Let's see how it works. Thank you for watching.